Joining us here at Post 9 is Evercore's founder, Senior Chairman Roger Altman. Good to have you, Roger.
Thanks for having me.
All right, how hard are things going to be? You know, what are you looking for as some tells here that may give us a sense as to what's happening?
Well, why don't we start for a minute by just putting the whole thing in perspective. The entire idea that the United States requires separate legislation to authorize the borrowing, which the budget process already has set, is misguided and is unfortunate. If you think about it, we have a budget process. It sets levels of taxation and spending. It results in an outcome. Let's just say a $10 deficit. Well, then you know that the national debt is going to go up by about $10. And it's automatic. But in our country, no. You have to then pass a separate bill to increase the national debt. And what's going on right now, of course, as everybody knows, is that the Republicans, especially the House Republicans, are essentially trying to achieve a different budget outcome than they were able to get during the normal budget process through holding the debt limit and the threat of default hostage.
All
now,
true.
It's hard. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, but so what? I mean, it's what's happening, right?
But it's useful to put it in perspective.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard because we know the Republicans control the House, the Democrats control the Senate and the White House, and getting a deal on spending caps, which, again, were not in the ordinary budget, which Democrats support, and on the other hand, getting an outcome on extending the debt limit, which Republicans can support, especially in the House, where the Republican caucus is very divided, and there's some extreme elements. That's just going to be a hard negotiation if you think about the theory of negotiations.
Are you surprised that the president has engaged in it at all, as he seems to be? There were some, for a long time, he's just saying we won't negotiate about this.
No, the president has to do that because if we have an unfortunate outcome here, like a 1 or 2 day default, really a technical default, probably the president, he's the CEO, in effect, will get the most blame. So he really can't all the way through the process step back and say, you guys solve it. And so there's no surprise there. And I think most people know what the outlines of a deal are ultimately going to be. There will be a spending cap. Probably the length of that will be the same as the extension of the debt limit, like 2 years. There may or may not be some additional work requirements on certain social safety net programs. There probably will be a clawback of certain unspent COVID money.
Right.
And as I said, there'll be a certain agreed length of extension of the debt limit. It'll have to go beyond the 2024 election, so it'll be at least a year and a quarter, year and a half, probably 2 years. That's what's going to be in the final deal. But exactly, for example, how deep the spending cut is through the cap, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one. You think they're going to get to a deal, though? You don't think we're going to go a day or 2 days or whatever it will be?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure of that.
Okay.
Because I think passing, among many other things, this bill in the House is really going to be hard. I think McCarthy only has a 4-vote margin, and there are some Republicans in the House who talk as though they'd be comfortable with default. So getting the bill through the House is really going to be a tough one. Now, is it possible we could default for a day or two? Yes. That would be
How bad would that be?
Well, that would be very costly. So in 2011, we came close. We didn't actually default, but CBO later estimated that all the nervousness about the possibility of default cost the taxpayers, you ready for this? $1.3 billion.
Not billion, probably.
Billion. No, it was billion.
1.3 billion.
Yeah,
okay.
Just the nervousness over it for a couple of days. So if you actually were over the edge for a day or two, the cost would be much higher than that. It's like throwing money out of a helicopter. It's totally wasted spending, which is taxpayer money.
Yeah.
But I can't say we won't go over the edge for a day or two because this is one of the hardest negotiations you can imagine. Now, they can always surprise us and come to an agreement in a sort of smooth fashion. And you saw even last night and this morning talk about productive discussions, although I don't know what that means. But it's a tough negotiation.